Welcome to our video lesson called Delivering Strong Pre-Shift Meetings. My name is Mo Balio. I'm president of Call Center Training Solutions, and this is a great one because most of you have delivered a pre-shift meeting at least once recently. Many of you probably do them every day or at least several times per week. And here's the question. Are your pre-shift meetings inspiring or are they merely informative? Now, if they're only informative, we at least believe that you're missing the real intent of what's behind the pre-shift meeting. Reps should leave the pre-shift meeting pretty excited about getting on the phones and being successful on this day. So here are some ideas, tips, and maybe some improvements for you for your pre-shift meetings. First thing I want to talk about is nonverbals. Now, you may not be the world's greatest presenter, and neither am I, but everybody presents information, and when they do, they should have strong nonverbals because strong nonverbals reflect confidence. So here are some things you can do in every one of your pre-shift meetings, and make sure you're doing these things. Very first one, stand up. If you're delivering those meetings while you're sitting down, the energy is going to be lower. So at least be leaning on a desk, but have your head above everyone else, and ideally be standing up. Second one, great eye contact with your team. Eye contact engages people, and a lack of eye contact makes people lose interest. Third one, strong voice. Breathe deeply. Make your voice your deepest, most confident sounding voice, what still sounds natural for you, and that will capture and maintain your group's attention all throughout the meeting. And as I said, it will sound more confident so that everything that you say to them will have more weight to it. And then one big one, smile, look excited, be or seem expectant about how they're going to do tonight on the phones. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you seem down, or if you feel like this is a big challenge, or success is very difficult to achieve, and that's how you sound, well, your people will pick up on that. And that's how they'll perform. So be expectant, be excited, and you'll see a big difference in your team when they leave you and go back out to the phones. Now, if this approach is a big change for you, don't be afraid to tell your team, hey, I have not been giving these pre-shift meetings my all, and that stops today. And then they'll see the change, and honestly, they'll be excited about it because people in meetings just before they start the shift want to feel good. They want to get excited about their job. And you may be thinking, well, Mo, you haven't seen my team, but over time, the more excited you are, the better they'll do because they'll take that energy and bring it to the phones with them. Now let's talk about some helpful tips for the pre-shift meetings themselves. Very first one, and this is what I would start with after you open the meeting, celebrate successes from the previous night or the previous week. So either share specific results of who's done well, and if you do that and you haven't tried this one, you can also mention some of the observations that you made that were positive from the previous night, and that will cause people to go back and use them again tonight. Congratulations to Mary for the way that she was presenting the features of our new product line. After that, discuss areas of opportunity, and this is an important one. What were the areas that you either were not happy with last night or you have not been happy with for a while? And let's focus on those as well. So we start with the positives, then we move to what we refer to as the formatives. And here's a tip. Get your people involved in both the positives and the formatives and throughout the meeting. Ask them questions. The more involvement, the more ownership, and that means better production on the floor in that next shift. So ask them questions to get them involved. Mike, what was one thing that you did well last night? Mary, how were customers responding to those new features? How can we improve our energy after lunch? The more involvement, the better. So those are the ones that will help you with your production and performance tonight. And then the next one would be, this is where I would start now with the information and updates. We always need to deliver these, I understand that, but keep them brief and make sure your team is in agreement with them. So don't deliver your updates and your new procedures like they're an apology, like you're bothering people, because if you do that, they won't take them seriously. Always encourage your team to expect change, and that way when you have new procedures, they will know that they're coming and it will not be a big deal. They'll just take them and it will be something that they put into practice immediately. After that, as you get close to the end of the meeting, establish goals. Each person should leave the pre-shift meeting with one specific goal on what they're going to accomplish or what they're going to improve tonight. So what do you want the reps to work on? What are they committing to in terms of sales results? What will they do when that irate customer calls in? This is what you want to prepare them for so that they stay focused throughout the entire shift. Now, if you have a team goal, involve them with it. So if you're focused on energy for after lunch, ask them, why is this important? What will energy do for you? How will you come back from lunch so that you have that energy? And that way they'll be ready for a team goal just as much as their own personal goal. And then the last one, inspire your people. Leave them with an inspired comment or quote, or just your own personal positive expectations of how the night's going to go, and then just thank them for their efforts. And I believe you'll see a big difference in your team when you get them back on the floor on this shift. So anyway, thanks for watching all of the tips and ideas for a better pre-shift meeting. We wish you a lot of luck both in your meetings and also in the results that you get from them. And we'll see you in an upcoming training session. Thanks again.